All right, all right, all right, all right. Shalom, shalom, and shalom, Sister Deborah, coming this morning with an awesome message. And I'm not going to be with you long, but I'm going to put out a power punch. I'm going to put out a power punch. And I want you to understand that we are in a time, okay, which I have said over and over and over, that I, Sister Deborah, have been warned about by the other prophets and men that serve Yah. I've been warned about that day, and that's going to stay with me. Even if I were to go to my grave, that's something that also will stay with me as far as what I remember. And I think it's just, when I say stay with me, as long as I'm living. How all the servants of the Most High always left me a token of that day. And because I think I'm in that day, and I think the end is yet to come, okay? But I think we in a space called that day, and it wasn't created to be something that looks good, that should feel good, that shall appear good or seem good. It's a place where the judgment of the Most High Yah comes down and rests therein, and is wrath, and his fire is kindled. And as he told me almost a year and a half ago, that the angels that once used to be in principality in high places, they're now on the earth conducting themselves in the manner of who they are. But I want to speak on that day, because I think where we're at is a time, and this is for a lot of you all who might have a YouTube page, and if you come across this message, this is something that helps those that have a YouTube page. If you are of spirit and truth and have the light in your right hand, and you have the Holy Spirit, which is spirit and truth in you, that's truly your teacher, I want to say to you, don't be put off by what is taking place in this day, because there's one step that I see that the Holy Spirit is warning me about, and it is necessary. He said it is necessary, because you will be put off. You will be thinking people are one way, and you really wouldn't know what you got among you. Like the other day, I had no idea that hypocrites is seen from the kingdom. And he see that they are hypocrites. And he even said that he's sending them to the lake of fire. And I was like, see, I never read that, child. I never read that a day in my life, in my living. So when I read that, I was like, go, 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 because it's people who pretend and portray a role to get them by in this day and time. And it appeared among people and individuals to be one thing. They play it so well. That's why I think they go into the lake of fire, because they play the role so well. Guess what? It's not a role of who they are. It's the role of who they pretend to be. And with it, they have no idea of the level of sorcery and I would say and cunning and all kind of crafty to be able to play that role to be something that you are not. Yeah, it takes a lot of energy to do that. It takes a lot of strength in your flesh mind and in your spirit mind to want to portray a role that you know that you're not walking in, you're not teaching in, you're not laboring in, you're not working in, you're not doing anything in it. But yet you want to pretend to be in it and about it. So this is what this message is about. Okay. And when I was reading this, I thought it brought back some memories of how the Father was telling me about the great falling away. And he was talking about how he has separated the tare from the wheat. And he just went on and let me know that in that day, this is where all this stuff is actually happening, where people are really being identified of who they are. You see, now I want you to go to 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, and let's go to verse 3. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3. I remember when in Matthew's chapter 24 and verse, I don't know what verse, was it the second verse? When the disciples asked Yeshua that when would be the end, and he told them the main thing, don't be deceived. Don't be deceived. Who was Yeshua talking to? The elects, the spiritual seed of Yah. Okay? That's what he's saying to me as well today. Don't be deceived. Don't be deceived. Why is it he stepped in and said that to the spiritual seed? Because we as the spiritual seed has a way of bypassing what is in front of us. And we are deceived by what is in front of us, what appear to be something that's right, and it is not. So my question was clamming on top of Yeshua, like, hey, why is it that they want to know what's going to happen at the end? They ain't going to be here. So when he pulled up and said, you be not deceived, meaning them, that made me feel good, because it's like checking them, letting them know the most important thing, you disciples, even though y'all are going to be the spiritual seed, don't y'all be deceived. Don't be deceived. So that's what I feel that the Spirit is saying to me. Don't be deceived. Your brethren and those that are in the light and in spirit and truth have spoken to you about in that day. You're in that day. Don't be deceived. And that's why I came up with what he was telling me the other day about hypocrites. I didn't know hypocrites is that many. I didn't know until the Father revealed it to me and told me they too are going to the lake of fire. I'm like, so you see, that many people really believe is that this thing is about really role playing. So I'm speaking to somebody. People, the Father say this is not role playing, and if you're thinking you're stepping into role playing, he sees you. Okay, now listen to what Second Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3. Listen to what he says. For no man, verse 3, let no man deceive you by any means. By any means. Don't let no man deceive you. Same thing Yeshua said to the disciples. Listen to this. For that day. Now in my study guide, that word, that day, is slanted. Let me kind of show it to you. This is when you say, keep the light on. I had to highlight it. Here it is here. You see? You see that word? That day is slanted. Slanted. And what he was wanting me to understand, baby, you in that day. So I'm talking to you. I'm like, oh. Yes, I'm talking to you. Don't be deceived. I don't care who's around you, who seem to be one way, who gives. Don't be deceived. Why? For that day, and that's the day I'm in, shall not come, except there come a great falling away. So what is he saying? Look for it, expect it, embrace it, and keep it going. Thank you, Father. Yeah, thank you, Father. Yeah, that's all he said. He said that when it says for that day, he's letting you know shall not come. And not that day shall not come is slanted. So he's letting you know when that day comes, because it's coming, except there be a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed. So what he just revealed to me, and I always knew that the great falling away has taken place, because it's a great falling away that also has taken place. What he's saying to me, this is another falling away, y'all. Guess when is it? That day. And that day is what? The day that we're in. Now we have another time, another period, and it's called the end. But this day, that day all the prophets, all the men of Yah, they spoke of that day. All of them did. This is the day that we're in today. This is the one everybody said that they wish they can look into the 21st century, because this is that day that was spoken of the others in Torah, back in the ancient time. This is that day. And watch what it says. Shall not come. For that day shall not come. Meaning that it's not going to come until you understand, Deborah. Except there be a falling away first. What is he saying to me today? Look for it. Embrace it. Keep it running. Look for it. Embrace it. But keep it running. Now listen to what he said. The falling away first. And that man of sin be revealed. Now, I thought it was with the great falling away. But what he's saying is the protocol today from the kingdom in this day that people are supposed to fall away. And guess where they're falling away from? The light, spirit and truth, and righteous. He's not saying that people that's in the world, the serpent seed, born of the flesh, is going to fall away. See, that's why I said y'all, a lot of y'all is really not learned. You say you are, but you're really not. You cannot fall away. You cannot fall away from something that you weren't in anyway. So he's not talking about the falling away, the except there come a falling away first. I want to send a message out there to each and every last one of you. Sister Deborah ain't gonna be doing all that communicating and responding and everything, because I already know what he mean here. I've been waiting for it. I've been looking for it. So I'm grateful this morning that the Father laid it out on the table. So look for it. I'm ready for it. I'm ready as ready can be. Okay? Because I'm going to keep running. Okay? It's not often you get an opportunity to be blessed to bring forth the word of Yah. 99.9% of the people on this earth are bringing words. To be called, appointed, and anointed, and full of the Ruach, with spirit and truth in the light. Yah has suffered you, called you out, appointed and anointed you to bring the word. And the word is coming in bright light. Even this point that I'm pulling out, this is a lot of bright light, y'all. It's a lot of bright light. And it tells on a lot of people. So when they think they got the power and the authority, you know, and a lot of people, I'm going to tell you something else about a lot of people. A lot of people are very weak when it comes down to spirit and truth and the light. They tend to take to whatever side that they feel the strength to take. Whatever side that gives them a feeling of assurance that I can ride both sides and I can be okay now. Okay? Or I can leave that side and come to this side, and whenever I want to, I can still duck on this side. So this is a game that's being played, and I am fully aware of it. So I'm just so grateful. When the Father was bringing this to me, I'm like, here you go again, blessing my spirit. Because you have to be able to embrace this. You see what I'm saying? And I'm speaking to somebody out there who has a YouTube page that might tune in and realize, you know what, Sister Deborah, that's how I'm seeing it. That's how I'm feeling it. I'm beholding this happening to me. So know that it's not you. Truly, it's not. The falling away he's speaking of is here. It's where there are those who were once in, and the falling away has to take place because he have already separated the wheat from the tare, but the wheat keep mingling with the tare, and the tare keep mingling with the wheat. So what is it he's saying? In that end day, the falling away gonna appear. And they have no idea how powerful the falling away is. Because it separates you from the Most High Yah. So when you think you're going over to Mount Zion, you ain't going nowhere. Mm-hmm. That's connected to the falling away. What are they falling away from? Why would he break it down and make it and slant the word, said, that day shall not come? Letting you know, for sure is the promise of my word. That day will not appear, Deborah. In that day will not appear until or except there be something, Deborah, of falling away first. Years ago, when I used to hear the falling away, because there was another great falling away, I used to think, I'm going to tell y'all how silly I am. I said to the Father, but Father, I was a young person. I said, I don't think I was more than 19 to 20. I said, can they fall away from something they never was in? I mean, I used to ask some powerful questions. And that question got me the understanding of what I'm about to say. This falling away is talking about people who was once detached and found a way that they can use to fall away, or found a way to fall away, and it's all well. Why? It's prophesied. That's the beauty of it. So he's saying this has to come, Deborah. That day shall not come until this happens. Let me see you, Deborah. This got to happen, baby. So why is he saying it to me? Because he's letting me know that when this happens, embrace it. Embrace it. Keep it running. Keep it running. Keep it running like you ain't never saw the falling away at all. Because I told you ahead of time. You see where it's already, Paul has already covered it for your day that you're in, Deborah. So you don't have to cover it in a way that you feel that you would have to mend it into. No, you don't have to. Speak that truth and keep it going. Because that's beautiful. That's beautiful because it's telling you, what are they falling away from? Yah, spirit and truth and the light. See, they can't fall away from what they weren't in. So he's not talking about the world falling away from spirit and truth and the light. He's not talking about that. He's talking about there come a falling away first, and showing you the falling away is going to be also connected during the time that the man of sin be revealed. So he's showing you how the evil is going to fall away from. I love that, Most High. Spirit and truth and the light. Why were they with the spirit and truth and the light? Because I allowed them to. That's why I say, don't be deceived. For that day shall not come. So don't be deceived. For that day shall not come except this happened, Deborah, the falling away first. And it's going to be neck to neck with that man of sin be revealed and the son of perdition. Dition. So right there, he's telling you the fallen way is connected to the sin, to the man of sin be revealed and the son of perdition. He's letting you know that falling away is going to fall to that side. But where were they at first? This is beautiful. This is beautiful for individuals who do not understand. This must happen. And don't take it to heart. Just keep it running. Okay? Let's go to 1 Timothy chapter 4. That's beautiful, y'all. That's beautiful. 1 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 1. And you know what? Let me tell y'all something. The beauty of that is I saw that. And I believe that's why he allowed me to see it. Oh, no, I didn't go there. Yes, I did. I saw that. And he allowed me to see it. What do you mean? He's showing me the prophecy of what I already saw. You see? I saw that. I see the movement. I see the way people are moving. I see how they going about themselves. Because what happens is if they can find a loophole, see, that's what people are looking for. People are looking for a loophole out of something that they wanted to get out, and they needed to get out, but they didn't know how. But once they get that loophole, oh, they out. But they don't understand. It ain't that you leaving nothing that you were really dedicated and in, no matter what it is. Because the Spirit prophesied that until that time, that's going to hit first, the falling away. What are they falling away from? What they were in that was right. They're going to fall away from it, Deborah. They're going to go the way of the evil and wicked. Why? Because it says it falls in the category of the man that comes in sin and sin. Let me get it. He laid it out. The sin, and except there come a falling away, and you see that man of sin be revealed, and the son of redemption. So when you think you're falling away because you think you just fall, I just love that the Father got a way of doing things. I love everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. And I'm so grateful that his reason is already written in the kingdom. When we thinking we running it down here, you ain't got nothing you running but your mouth and your bowels. Okay, so let's go to 1 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 1. Listen to this. 1 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 1. Now 1 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 1. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times, that's in that day, some shall depart from the faith. That's beautiful. That is so beautiful because it releases you from thinking, well, maybe if I say this, if I preach this, if I teach this, or if I say it like this, it releases you and lets you know, y'all already got him set out, baby. You start and like the young lady said, I think that was a lady, but what I also think it was, I think it's a guy. It's somebody who didn't started a page just to think that they can tell me to stand in my lane, but the ignorance of them, you need to find you a lane to stay in and get out of the righteous lane, trying to portray the righteous lane. Get over in that lane you need to be, which is the unrighteous lane. You're in the wrong lane. So listen to this. 1 Timothy chapter 4. Now listen to this. For the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith. The reason why I'm blessed by this message, you guys, is to know that even when those who portray to be so dedicated and into it and so supportive, y'all showing you they too will be the main ones that will fall away. Why? Because it got to be something of him in them. You have to understand they have to have the labor and the work or the fruit. They carry nothing. You see? So they are bound to be the ones that falls away. Listen to this. He said that in the latter times, in that day, some shall depart from the faith. Now, never thought the brand of the faith, they would be depart from it. But he says, from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devil. Oh no, here we go in verse 2. Speaking lies in hypocrites. Oh, I get it. Having their conscience seared with an hot iron. Who are these people? People who stood at a time period, not a time period, in this day, portrayed the light. Portraying spirit and truth. See, what y'all did not and don't understand, and I tried to teach it, but like the Father say, stop saying you tried. You spoke spirit and truth. You gave the light. But what you don't understand, heaven sees who people are. And like you taught the other day, heaven sees it all. He already got it what? Written. And in the process of having it written in the heavens, he wanted to give you an upper head on the earth. Let them go. Don't put it to heart. Hold firm to what is in you and keep it going. Because this is beautiful here. It matches 2 Timothy chapter 2 and 3 in a great way, showing you it ain't got nothing to do with you. People would think and say, oh, it's the way you said this, the way you said this, it's the way you think, the way you don't include me, or this. The Father say, where was you? When Paul was teaching this. Sister Deborah wasn't here. So look like I knew. The Most High says he already knew the walk of each and every last one of you. Go the way of your heart. For heaven sees from the heavens to the earth, from the earth to the heaven. The role playing don't mean nothing to him. And then when you get to 1 Timothy chapter 4, and it tells you, now the Spirit speaketh expressly, that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith. Now who's saying this? The Spirit of the Most High God. Speak it expressly. Deborah, be careful. Understand, I got you. You know you got a lane. But know that this here was already predestined and ordained in the kingdom. This has got to happen, baby. So it ain't got nothing to do, no matter what nobody try to make it out of and make it believe it's you. Where were you when Paul said this? You wasn't even created. So it ain't got nothing to do with you, baby. And it makes so much sense. See how that comforter plays a role in the Holy Spirit? It comes to comfort you, to let you know, stay in where you at. Don't let people on the outside try to dictate who you are on the inside. Keep it running. Now listen to what he says. But listen to it. It says, now the Spirit speaketh. You see, expressly, that in the latter times, normally they say in that day, but it's the Spirit speaking this. Listen to what it says. Some shall depart from the faith. Now listen how powerful that is. Let me tell you what the Spirit is saying to me right now. He said, now you see that, Deborah, some will depart from the faith. You know how this book is words? This is my Spirit speaking. This is my Spirit speaking. That's powerful. This is my Spirit speaking. My Spirit is the only one that can say someone depart from my faith. Father, yeah, you sure than a two-edged sword, because that's deep. He's actually wanting me to really see this really clear, because he just pointed out to me, it is my Spirit speaking, because only my Spirit ushered the faith, and only my Spirit can tell you who has departed from it. Not Paul, but his Spirit itself. See, I told y'all, there are some things in here that he is saying, and he will let you know through the Spirit that's in you what he's saying and what he is not saying. Okay? And right here, he's saying that my Spirit is the only one that can identify that there are going to be those, Deborah, that's going to depart from this faith. So, you know what that is? That's comfort to me. That's comfort to many out here who got platforms, who speak in spirit and truth with the light. It's great comfort to let you know that the Spirit of the Most High Yah checked us to let us know that there's going to be many that's going to depart from what is righteous. And then what did he say? Giving heed to seducing spirits. More than one. Giving heed to seducing spirits. Now, I agree with that. I definitely agree with that, because I think a lot of people plays both sides. And when they playing both sides, they normally take the left side and go through other doctrines and other belief and other people teaching and preaching them. And then by the time they get back on the fence to be riding both sides, then they don't know if they're going or coming, but they enjoying the fact that, hey, I can play both sides. But listen to what he says. Giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils. How did they leave the faith, Father, to do that? Remember the lesson I taught y'all? He can turn your light out. Remember I taught y'all that he said he can turn you can lose your light. Oh yes. Oh yes, you can. This is a prime example. Listen to what he says. Verse 2, speaking lies in hypocrites. I was just telling y'all last week about hypocrites when he said they going to the lake of fire. Watch this here. Having their conscience seared with a hot iron. Y'all, that's some deep, sad stuff. But I'm so blessed. I got to make sure I got the card with those verses on. I got to keep this here. This is so beautiful. It's so much. I'm going to put comfort. It's so much comfort. And it's comfort of assurance that it ain't what you're saying, how you saying it, the way you're saying it, how you're doing it, how many times you're doing it. It has nothing to do with that. Because where was you, Deborah, when Paul spoke the words he spoke in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3? Where was you when I came on the scene and spoke? Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith. Where were you, Deborah? I love that, Father Yah. Thank you, Father Yah. That's comfort to assure you how to let go, people. Let the people go. Because heaven's already checked them in and checked them out in their eternal destiny. Same thing I was preaching the other day. So see how I was saying how you can clown up and clown down. And Sister Deborah is not going to let people take her in a way where they want to deceive, because I've seen some actions already move in the wrong direction. I already seen it. And that's why I say, the reason why y'all don't understand why I say I'm grateful is because a lot of things the Father tells me ahead of time. The Father tells me things way ahead of time. You get what I'm saying? Let me give you an example. Let me give you an example of how the Father deal with me. I woke up at 6:20 a.m. this morning. And the Father was telling me, no, not this morning, yesterday morning. And the Father was saying, Father, I had already been speaking to him, all tossing and turning, speaking to him in the spirit, just constantly speaking to him throughout the night. And so I went to use the bathroom and came back and said, I want to go back to sleep. I don't want to be up. And did you know what, y'all? At 6:27, I started to get up. I said, no, I want to lay down. I'm still tired. I want to rest. It's Sunday. Do you know, I went, laid down and I went to sleep. I went right back to sleep. And I had a dream. And in that dream, my dad, I didn't see my sister, but it was said that my sister that had passed was there. And my mother. We was in the house. And somewhere in the house, I was there. And all I could think about while I was there is that Dad was there. And whoever that was, it kept saying, someone who just died, someone who just died, someone who just died. That's what it kept saying while I was in the house. So I'm like, okay, I'm just walking in the house and walking as I was going toward the door. I realized that my mother had passed away. My mother had passed away. And it was clear that my sister had passed away earlier. My mother and my daddy had already passed away, so he couldn't have been in the house. But that's the way the dream was, and it felt real, and it felt different. It really felt different, like really, really, really different. And at that moment, I was like, "Oh my goodness, mom passed." So mom, dad, and my youngest sister. Wait a minute. I'm in the house and all three of them have passed, but yet while I was in the house, it felt like they were there. You see what I'm saying? And when I was going to the front door, I knew mama was there, but when I was going to the front door, I realized mama had passed. And I'm like, wait a minute, this is, and you know, my mom is like 90 years old. She probably 91, somewhere in there. And she stays by herself. She drives, she do everything that she, wants to do, and so on and so on. So I was like, oh my goodness. I woke up out of that sleep and it was 9:44. I had gotten some sleep. But I sat in that bed and I said, so what is it something you're trying to tell me, or is it something you're telling me? Normally when he has to come to me that route in that way, he's telling me something. Okay. And as I sat there and I laid in the bed and I began to just think of what I had seen in the dream, and the weight of sorrow was there. It was there. It really was. And I knew that when I woke up, that mama wasn't dead. My mother didn't die. Okay. But it was just the idea in that dream. I could actually almost felt real. Okay. And the whole dream was just like taking me on something that almost like a puzzle, because dad had died. Why was dad in the house? Then it kept saying, and somebody who died before your father, somebody who just died. That's what it kept saying. Somebody who just died is in the house. Somebody who just died is in the house. This is what I kept saying to myself. And then mama was alive. But by the time I got to the front door, it was clear that dad can't be in the back because he passed. Somebody who just died, that's my little sister. And when I got to the door, then it said my mother had passed. So what I'm saying is the Father is so, I cannot tell y'all. I can't even put into you all's mind the way this Creator have worked in me and for me and through me. I cannot even give it to you because I can't even see it on the earth. As the way you don't hear people telling you the way you know him. And that's where it gets real hard. Is when you be around people and no one seems to have that relationship with him. No one seems to know him nowhere near the way you know him. That's not how it's supposed to be, you guys. It's not supposed to be that way. I don't know if y'all know that or not. It's not. Except the gate in which he has prophesied that was narrow, and very few shall find it. It means what it says, and it says what it means. Because right here, I know a lot of you all would have never thought in 1 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 1 and 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3 will show y'all that many people in this day we are in that day, in such a time like this, it's going to fall away from what is righteous. And in my little mind, I'm like saying the only thing that they have to hold on to, they're going to let go of it. Let them let it go. But you just keep running. Keep running, Deborah. You got a lane. See, that's why when he says, I got a lane, and somebody says something about my lane, I'm like saying, shut your mouth. You don't know nothing about my lane. You over in the world. Because if you know what my lane stood for, you'll know that it ain't something you can pick up and say, get in your lane. So you get your butt in your lane if you can find yourself a lane. Okay. So here in Ephesians chapter 5, in Ephesians chapter 5 in verse 6, let no man deceive you with vain words. For because of these things cometh the wrath of Yah upon the children of disobedience. Oh man. And that's way in Ephesians. upon the children of disobedient. And you know who he said the disobedient were. And verse 7, be not ye therefore partaker with them. Praise the Most High Yah. That's a part of it. Don't be partaker with them. Do not be partaker with the children of disobedience. Okay? And I praise the Most High for that lesson. I thank him because I am going to really let the Father know through praying in the Spirit how grateful. And now I can say it in the Spirit. I'm gonna have to pray in out of my words because I want him. He knows what I feel, what I want to say. I might not have to pray it in my words. I might just stick with what I've been doing, praying in the Spirit, because that is such a powerful message, what I just gave, because it talks about where we're at. So it makes a lot of sense to me because I told the Father probably a month ago, I can sense it. I can see it. You see what I'm saying? Because people can only hold what they can fake it until they think they're going to make it with it. You get what I'm saying? So I'm grateful for the Most High to show me the verses that has also detached his spirit to inform me that, see, I said they're going to turn away from my faith. Paul can't say that. Peter can't say that. John can't say that. That's why I stepped on the scene as the Spirit. And I said, so you can't say it, Deborah. Nobody else can't say it, but I can say it. And I can say it to whom? I will. And I give him all glory and honor for that. That is a beautiful example of what I've been thinking last month. I was thinking just like that. And it's just amazing how he come in right where you need him. Because he shows you things so you can understand what to look for, but you just got to keep it running. Keep it running. Don't play in it. Don't play with them and don't play in them and don't entertain them. So I, Sister Deborah, say unto you, you all have a wonderful day. And I said, I'll be back again. Shalom and shalom.